Hi everyone, my name is Janice and I'm here to show you the new My Memory book called Treasured Dreams. I'm going to go ahead and show you two of the completed ones and then I'll break it down on the die sets that you'll be receiving. Here's the one I did. This is actually a die included and it says a trove of treasured dreams. I'll pop up. And then I made a little pocket and little trinkets. This is actually a pocket. I was planning on cutting a photo, like a circle, and just sliding it right in there. Let's open another pocket. This is actually chalk mousse from a stencil. I used one of the rainbow stencils that I have, and just like smeared that over there, and I really like the texture that it gave it. It's like another embellishment. The same with the heart. I'll actually show you this one in the tutorial that I do today. Let me go ahead and show the dies. I actually already transferred it to a magnet sheet, so it'll look a little different when you receive yours. Make sure you can see. This is the large page, the medium, and the small pages. And you can see each of them have their own little decorative piece that you can put inside just to change the colors and whatnot. It does come with its own sentiment dies. I believe this one says special times. There's a banner that says my journey, happy memories, and this is actually the one, a trove of treasured dreams, from the front page. And a lot of these I'll be able to explain during the video so you can see what all they do. Like for instance, this large piece right here, and then this one right here, and this one right here that looks like a little motorcycle. Those all go together to make the pop-up. I had the hardest time trying to figure that out, so I'll be able to slow down and show you how to do that to make it a lot easier. And then another banner says a little book of. This one says started here, and right at the bottom we have family and memories. These right here actually have coordinating stamps, and it's tickets and trinkets, I believe. And these are the different dies that you can make, and it makes it look like real tickets. This is actually an example that I went ahead and printed out. One's for a circus and one's for like a band. And I thought this was really cool. You can still tear them off just like a real ticket. And then these, a lot of these this is for a band, so it'll show like the date, the ticket number to make it look real. Same thing with the circus. This one is let's see, Ricky Miller and the Fontaines. Another circus piece right here. And then we have a big band ticket right here. This one says your photo here. This is a good piece to use to distress the tickets if you want to make it look more vintage. And right here it says admit to ticket. Other than that, I think it's time to get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is cut out 3 of these medium sizes. I did one in the pure view, one ivory white, and one in the ballet pink already. But we'll start with the front. This is going to be my front cover. And then what I did is made this piece to go right on top. And let's go ahead and glue that down. You can just push this down and it'll make more of the glue come out. This is the Nouveau Glue Pen in large. I just ordered the smaller one. I'm hoping it'll be here soon. And if you hear my kids in the background, I apologize. I actually just got back from picking them up from school. Before I put this on top, this is actually the smallest size of the pages, and all I did was just cut off the end just to be able to put it right here. But before I put it on here, I wanted to use some of that sparkle spray, and I actually have some foam tape underneath this already prepared. And I'm going to go ahead and use this. And this is the Pearled Blush. I'm just going to spray. Ooh. Just to give it a little extra something. We're just going to set this right on top. And I'm going to go ahead and speed up the drawing just because it's a video. And I'll pause it and come right back. Alright, I'm back. And let's go ahead and I'm not sure if you remember this piece. It was on the back side, but it's similar to like a watch band. So I was actually thinking that this would be really cute as an idea for a closure to the book. So I'm actually going to fold it some, and I'm going to have it to right around right here, and I'm going to use the glue pen because it goes on like a glue stick, so it won't show the sticky residue underneath. I think that'd be good. Right about here, and that's kind of in the middle. And then I used the sentiment die, a trove of treasured dreams, and I went ahead and placed it on some vintage white vellum. And then I use this really beautiful color. This is probably my favorite right now. So you'll see it as accent pieces all throughout the book. Alright, and this little piece is like the buckle. It's going to slide in. This will be on the other side, but it'll go something like this, just to hold it in as like a cute little closure. Alright, let's go ahead and flip this over. And let's get my next page. So I did alternating colors. And I went ahead and, I'm not sure if you remember this piece right here. We're going to use this one next. So what I did was use the pink to cut out the piece. And then what I did is I went ahead and cut out an accent piece inside and made a small little pocket right here. I'm actually going to do a pocket on the opposite side, so I'll be able to show you a bigger version of the small one. And I just put a little memory sentiment on there. I think I'm going to do it like this. And then go ahead and get some glue. Before that, this has the little indentions right here. That's going to be our fold line. So if you want to go ahead and do that on both sides, just make it easier when you're putting them together. I'm going to attach this small size to the bottom right over here. Oops, make sure you have them in the same direction. Make sure you have them in the same direction. And then it's going to be the same thing. This is going to be the fold line. And glue both sides since this has both sides on it. I just match it up with the indentation on there. And you can see I already have pieces already put down just to save on time. And it should look like this. Then when you fold it, okay, that side first, and then, oops, just realized that side came up. And then this one on top. All right. And what I'm probably gonna do, I'm gonna move this. I don't think I realized I put it at the wrong angle until I just put everything together. And luckily, I'm able to pull these up pretty easily just because it's a mirror card. Of course, I do recommend you put things together before you decorate, but this is what happens when you get ahead of yourself. And last piece. So I'm gonna have it like this. I'm gonna put it like this. So I'm gonna put this right at the bottom. Much better. And you can actually go ahead and glue this to this page. For that sticker, I'm just going to put it right over here. And then I believe this side, I'm going to make a small pocket as well, but it's going to be for a photo. So, oh, and this is actually one I made. So now that the pocket's in the right way, I cut out one of the circles, and then these pieces right here were just scrap pieces from right here. Those little pieces that came out, I just used it to create like a heart, just to be able to like a pull tab. And that'll just go in right there. And then on this side, I plan on using for a photo. So I went ahead and cut out some vellum and then cut out the same piece, but left a hole in the middle so that we can have the vellum. And I plan on using the foam tape just to put it right here and leave half the top open so you can slide the photo inside. Let me go ahead and tape that up for you. And this is actually the same way that I do my pockets. You can see I used scrap paper underneath. I was running out of my ivory white. So I thought, why not? It's nice on the other side. Place this right here. And then I put the sentiment die family right there along with one of these. I put it on both sides so it give me like a tab as well. For the bottom, I just planned on using some of the stencil just to create a little extra embellishment. So I will go ahead. You can use just whatever washi tape you have. Something that won't rip the paper will probably be the best. I'm going to place it right in the middle because that seems to be my favorite spot. And this is similar to the one I showed you in the beginning. I just used different colors and I changed some of where everything was. And we're going to use the coconut sorbet. Go ahead and get a little bit. Now, if your mousse is a little bit hard, you can actually just place it on a glass mat and just like play with it back and forth, and it'll kind of like make it a lot smoother. Mine is new, so it's pretty smooth already, so I don't have to do that. But with some of my other ones, I do, and that's the technique that I usually use. Don't want to waste. This just gives it a little lift, a little embellishment. I really like it. There you go. And that will dry. And make sure you wash off the mousse right away, otherwise it's a little bit harder to clean off. Alright, so we're going to set this aside. I'm going to keep this open so this dries. And then we're going to move on to the next piece. And this one's going to be the large pocket. So I went ahead and cut that. Same design, but different color. All I did was just cut it right to here, a little over half. And then from there, I used a hole punch. And I'm going to show you why I did that in just a few minutes. I guess seconds. Go ahead and line the outside. If you do not have foam tape, if you don't have it, you can probably use 2 pieces of cardstock and stack it up and just put little lines on it to lift it. Or you can probably even just glue just the edges down, because the piece that we're going to put inside is going to be smaller, so it would fit either way. I just like the lifted look. Take the little backs off. And we get to put it back on. Just line it up with the one right underneath. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, there, and I'm going to pause real quick just to check on the kids. Just checked on my kids and they're doing good. Let's go ahead and finish this side. I went ahead and made some little inserts, and I did the smallest size page, and then I did the even smaller one right inside as another insert, and just used this key looking piece and folded it over on both of it, so it could be like a little tab to pull. Slide those in there. And for this part, I already cut out some string and put it in between these 3 pieces. They actually are the dies that don't have a hole in them. I just got a hole puncher and punched all these holes. So we're just gonna connect this and just put a little bow on it. All right. Not the best with bows, but that will be okay for right now. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side. I'm going to show you this really quickly. This is going to be the background to the pop-ups. So I'm actually going to set this aside and show you the pieces that you'll need in order to make the pop-up. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do the pop-up. Go ahead and print out 2 of these pieces, 2 of these, and 2 of these. I'm just going to set these aside. We're going to start with this. What we're going to do, it already has creases, so we're just going to recrease it just to help it fold in whenever we're attaching it. It just makes it a whole lot easier. Just do this to all of it. Alright, so she should have like this. So I'm gonna count it just to help with putting it together on the video. I'm gonna count the creases. This is gonna be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna take number 3, fold that in, and then number 1, and then fold that in. So it should look something like this. Go ahead and open it back up. Glue this little flap. And then fold one again and hold. This will be the first pop-up piece. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll fold on number 3, glue the flap, and then fold on the first crease. Alright, and lift it. Oops. You can lift it. And then we'll start on the little sides. So same thing, I'm gonna number the creases. It's gonna be 1, 2, and 3. What we're gonna do is actually fold on 2, and it should look like this. And then we're gonna fold this back on top. So go ahead and put glue on this little flap. Oops. And then fold on the second crease, then fold this right on top. And these are your 2 little pop-up boxes. This took me the longest time to figure out. So hopefully this helps you guys out a lot. And then fold on the second crease. And we're going to do the same thing to the other piece. Alright, so we have both pieces done. Next, we're just going to glue it together. I'm just going to hold it from the bottom. You should have something like this. Oops. And you should have something like this. And for the next part, you can actually get like a pair of scissors just to lay on this so it stops moving. We're gonna get this piece and fold it in half, and it's gonna go under here. So what I'm gonna do is just glue the tops of these, and I'll show you one at a time how to put it on. So with this folded, we're gonna slide this inside. We're going to match it up to the bottom. So it's going to be even right here and right here. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So it's going to look as if these 2 sides are attached. And we're just going to open this. And do the same thing on this side. From this angle so you can see right there. And you're going to do the same thing on this side, and you'll get this. Just swap that over, and this is what it should look like. And then the next thing are the little side pieces. These are the last pieces that you'll attach, and they'll go on the bottom pop-up. So I'll just go ahead and glue to about right here. And these will just slide on top. And go ahead and do that on both sides. So when all of it's attached, you should have something like this. And that's the pop-up. Now we'll go ahead and attach it to the pages. And go ahead and fold it. It'll make it a lot easier. We're gonna glue this whole bottom part that doesn't have any of the creasing on it. And then we're going to attach it to this edge right here. I'm going to line it up. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. I'm just lining up the pages with both of the pieces glued on. This is what you should have. Now let's go ahead and decorate. So I went ahead and cut out the scallop circles and then attached 2 different types of the banners. And I only did just the ends. I don't know if you can see from right there. A piece of foam right here and then right here. That way if I slide something in, it'll be able to hold. So I did that to 6 different ones for the 6 different circles that we'll put on. And then for the middle, I did one of the oval pieces for the back, the middle, and then one of the sentiments for us. So we will attach this first. And just glue one side. It could be either side. I'm going to do the right side. And then center this. All right. And then let's go ahead and attach the rest. Now all the pieces are attached. We can close it and open it. Awesome. That was definitely the hardest part of this whole thing. So hopefully this helped a lot. And then you can just go ahead and decorate the pages. Once you're done decorating, you can go ahead and close it up. Now I wanted to do some extra stuff on some of the pieces, so I'm gonna do that. So right now it's just time to decorate, add some little extra details. I wanted to put some of the sparkle spray on these just to match the front cover. So let's set this aside so it doesn't get dirty. Okay, I'm going to quickly wipe off a high gloss, it comes off really easy. And let's go ahead and clean all this. And I'll set this aside to dry. And I wanted to go ahead and emboss some of these tickets as well with the stamps. These are the stamps that you receive. I'm going to use the Distress to make them look more vintage. And then I'm going to go ahead and put one of the Rock Band ones on this one and then a different one on there. I actually went ahead and did some of the Your Photo and cut them out, and I'll be placing them inside the book. Here are those. Get your clear mark, acrylic block, and I'm going to do this small piece first. Now if you already have something pre-cut, what I like to do is get some washi tape and just tape down somewhere that probably won't have anything on it. That's why I left a little bit of the top right there. Get your acrylic block. Get it on there good. And then quickly put your powder on. I'm just using the Coral Chic. I'm going to keep that open because I'm going to pour the rest in there. Go ahead and pick that up. A little bit of tapping, and then I'm going to use the dryer and then return so you can see what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. I accidentally put my thumb right there, but I'm actually liking how it turned out. It makes it look a little more vintage. Set this one over here, and then we're gonna go to our next one. I'm gonna do one of the Rock Band ones, but before I stamp it on, I want to distress the back. So with this stamp, I'm going to use the Metro Gray. You can use any color. I just thought gray or brown would be good. And then just however you want. Let's do this. Nice. Okay. So this is what we got. I'm going to go ahead and do the embossing because this dries very quickly. Oops. Your clear mark. And I'm going to do one at a time. So once this is done, I'll come right back to show you the finished result. So these are the finished pieces, and I really like how this came out. And these will go inside the pockets. I'll set these aside. For this, I just wanted to add a small little detail. I just really like the little heart, so I figured, why not stick it everywhere? It could be the signature to this book. I'll just reuse this piece right here. And we're going to use the same chalk mousse in coconut sorbet. I'm probably not going to use the herb garden, but it's still a really pretty color. If it's lifting like that, just put your finger down to hold it. Might have to do this a few times to get the consistency you want on the heart. Really love the matte finish on this. Okay, we'll lift this off and set this over to dry. So the next thing we can do is hole punch to bind the book. I'm going to do 2 holes. I'll just put this on the bottom to line it up, because this little heart is still drying. And then we're going to add some little protectors for the holes. And the die set came with the diamonds and the circles. I'm just going to use the circles. I need about 6 of those. And then we'll just place them on each one. If you have some tweezers for the little pieces, this will help a whole lot. I feel like I just made a joke. And then just repeat. And this is with the hole protectors. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to some things that I'm going to add on the side. And I plan on attaching this with ribbon, but on the ribbon I'm going to put a key and one of the little trinket lockets, I guess. I'll just glue these together. And because I just enjoy using this mousse so much, I'm going to add one of the hearts on here too. And I attached the washi tape to the actual trinket so it wouldn't move around while I have this on top. And that's what you should end up with. I'm going to set this aside to dry. The last part is adding the ribbon onto the sides. And then before I forget, I'm also going to do the piece for the back. Just going to get enough string, probably pull too much, just enough to go through there and then make a little bow. So I think about this much is good. Start at the bottom just in case that heart piece is still a little wet. We'll put it in and then have the front open. I'll make mine a little bit tight, that way it opens well. And since this has a little bit of space, I'm just going to leave it like that. I think it'll be okay. And then I'll tie and add my little trinkets. This one's going to be a little bit harder because it's a smaller hole, so I just twist and I use my tweezers just in case. Oops. I'm trying to be careful not to touch the chalk heart. Still wet. Use this to pull it down. And just make a little bow. That'll be our binding for the book. It'll look like this. And then what I'm going to do is just flip it over to the back side. I'm going to attach this on the back just midway. And I'm going to use the glue pen because it doesn't really show through on the vellum. I'm just matching it up right about here. I don't want it too tight. Give me a little extra space. I want to say about 1 inch on each side. Look like this. I'm gonna push this back, fold that, and fold this in both sides. Oops, wiggle, wiggle. Fold this and then push this through. And if you have trouble pushing this through, you can use the tweezers as well. And that's with it closed. And we're done. So here's the finished product. Open it right up. Oops. Little pocket pieces, and my favorite, the pop-up. Alright, well thank you for watching my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and have a good rest of the day. Bye!